So we were talking a bit about playing iconic characters like Willy Wonka or Mary Poppins, but one thing that I know that you have such an affinity for is Marvel movies and Star Wars movies and these big superhero franchise movies. So I'm curious to ask, what is it about superhero movies and big action movies like that, or characters that appeal to people so much?
It's the beyond. It's the it's the what if. It's the dream. It's these characters that are so out of this world inspire. Like you watch them and you think, oh, what if I could fly? What if I could build like a super suit and fly around and save people or be a bad guy? What if I was Dr. Octopus? What would I do? Like, would I rob banks? I wouldn't. But if I had those tentacles, I'd be doing so many other things, like, building Legos. You could build them much faster. But these movies, they inspire the imagination in a lot of ways, like Star Wars and Back to the Future, for instance. It's like, I was a big one when I was a kid, and you too. I know you love that movie. It makes you think of these worlds or realities where what if these things happened? How cool would it be? And they're fictional in the sense where it's not really possible, but at the end of the day they are good commentaries on the human condition and what people are like, and if they were in that situation, what they'd be like. And they always come back to, that's why you can relate to them, because they are people. They're just in extraordinary circumstances. And I think a lot of fiction is like that, with Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or and lore. People want something outside of this world a lot of the time. A lot of people are lonely, or they don't see themselves fitting in the world. So in these extraordinary fictional places, they do see themselves, and they associate themselves with those things. And I think those movies are very, very important for many people, and they're not for everybody. I know a lot of people who don't like these movies, but I love them, and I think they inspire my imagination to think about new things if I'm ever writing or creating characters, or because a lot of these movies have actually much more, delicious characters, like Darth Sidious, for example. It's like, oh, who's this guy? Or Yoda, or Obi-Wan Kenobi is a really good example. For someone, he's the human in the Star Wars. He's the guy who's like, okay, he's the most relatable. He's very well rounded. He's righteous. He's good. He's very smart. He's inquisitive, and so, like, these movies always have a character like that, where it's like, this is kind of your gateway. This is your
Your on ramp.
yes, yeah. They're gonna take you on the journey. And I think Obi-Wan is that for that. But a lot of these movies have characters that are so fun and cool and bad and good, and it just kind of clarifies everything in a way for your imagination. I just think, what if, and I think about like what would I do if I was Iron Man or Dr. Octopus or Spider-Man, because they always ground them, especially characters like Spider-Man. He's just a high schooler from Queens. He's got bit by a spider. What would you do if your spider bit you?
Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you can get notified every time there's a new video on the channel. Thanks for watching.